see I had this one. Perfect head catch. Let's reset this quick. The wind is so strong today that it's muddying up the water on this side. I couldn't stay in the water. This one I had to have the spring bent up because I have it close to the edge. See how I had that set? I have the chain anchored on the stake, and that didn't even move. The rat went in there, it caught him right behind the head, and he was done. Push it in till it's on the bottom. Wash off our rat. I caught one rat in here last year. It had lice on it. I haven't seen one yet. Here we go. Muskrat number 1 in the basket. Muskrat number 2. Let's reset this quick. Muskrat number 3. Yeah. That's the way to do it. This one's for my daughter, who came and helped me yesterday like a trooper. She's gonna love watching this video. H stand works perfect. You just, like I said, grab the handle, pull, rat trap everything up out of the water. Nice. Oh, it's so muddy. Beauty. And there he is, last one for today. I had a rat in almost every trap. There was one that wasn't set off, and I had two that were set off. I don't know whether a rat bumped them or a fish might have bumped them, but they were closed, but I had nothing in them. Now the wind was blowing real hard, so it could, you know, some of them could have got debris, you know, weed or something blown into them. But that's my best catch on rats ever in a day, I think. I almost had one in every trap. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. That's not bad for one morning out of one pond. Well pleased with that. Well pleased with that. Now I gotta go set the creek. This is what I was talking about yesterday. There's a ditch, a drainage ditch on the side of the pond here, and then there's an overflow pipe at the back of the pond that flows down into the ditch, and the ditch flows all the way right down into the creek, and that's the rat highway. That's how the rats are getting up into this pond. I found, like I showed on the video yesterday, I found 2 rat toilets down there. I'm going to set some traps maybe in the ditch and then set some traps along the creek. I'd like to see if I could catch a mink out of there. The landowners here told me that they'd seen mink in there. They bow hunt in this area, and they said they'd seen mink in there, so we'll see what happens with that. Well pleased with that catch though. Okay, I want to show you this real quick before my battery runs out, but this little drainage stream here that feeds up to my muskrat pond that the landowner has so much problems with. Now, there's a log right here, there's rat droppings on it. There's nearly every rock in this creek that's exposed, but in, you know, 30 yards of here has rat droppings on it. This is a trap holder I made. You can see here I have 2 110 conibears. You can see underneath the water there's a big plate of metal. I have 2 conibear mounts on that. It's actually 2 plates of metal that I welded together. Then I wired the traps to the metal. There's holes in it. Then I wired the metal to the tree here, just in case I get a stupid coon that wants to stick his head in it. But the conibear clips are on the bottom of the plate, and then the traps are mounted onto the plate. So it also worked for like a bottom edge set. But what I did was I blocked off this side of the little creek, so it's just that little channel if a mink or a rat wants to go through there. And there's 2 traps, so if I get one in this one and he doesn't make it to the other one, he'll be dead and I'll still have 1 trap working. So we'll see how that works. But that plate is well enough to, you know, to anchor a mink or anchor a rat. It might not anchor a coon. I mean, it's a couple of pounds in weight, so maybe 3 pounds, 3.5 pounds in weight. Pretty heavy. But like I said, just in case, I did wire it to the tree here. So we'll see what happens. There's a little bird's nest in the tree. I put a couple other sets in along here. I have a bottom edge set down here, and then a couple of pocket sets that I baited with a muskrat that I caught yesterday. I cut them up in 3 pieces and I used muskrat. Oh, it's starting to snow a little bit. So we'll see what happens. I'd really like to catch a mink. Never caught a mink, so I'm not gonna build my hopes up. I'm really pleased with the rats that I caught today. That was awesome. That made my whole freaking season. The rats around here are not too common, so